Gaffer, we spoke last Wednesday about a hard-fought point after the game against West Brom. Is it fair to say that was a hard-fought 3 points tonight?
Definitely. I think we were well ahead of them in the first half. I think 2-0 was, we had a few other chances in that from set pieces, I remember. But I thought we started really, really well. Same again, going into the break 2-0, excellent. And then we did have a chance to get the third goal, which would have been incredible to have that kind of a margin against a really good outfit. But naturally, they got a bit of oxygen from that. They then get a goal when they have their spell. You can always expect the opposition to have a period, 10-15 minutes, and within that spell, they obviously scored their goal, which opens the game right up again. So we had to show a certain character, solidity. I don't think they opened us up in that period at all. I thought we defended well, and then again we were looking like we had a couple of moments going forward.
You spoke in the build-up to this game that we're at our best when we're on the front foot, aggressive, putting the opposition under pressure. Were the first 2 goals tonight the epitome of that?
They were, because I think it's one thing to sort of press, it's another thing to press to win the ball and want to score, and I think that's what we always talk about, press to score. So when the opposition's got the ball, we go and engage, but try to tackle, try to win it, and Pakes was a great example. He jumps forward, wins the ball, but then the next bit is exceptional. Marvin's run just pulls that left centre-back away, which gives Pake that little bit of space to drive into ahead of him, and then takes a good strike. And then the second goal, again, we stay aggressive. It's good organisation because they've swapped positions, the left back and the left winger, and Pat and Bright, they zonally switch over, so they're really tuned into that. Tommy nicks the ball as they drive in, and then off we go, and Jay does exceptionally well. And then obviously Dimmy's probably had the moment of the match with the goal.
Great reward for Pake. Obviously he's had that short spell out injured. He's come back, played the full 90 against West Brom. He's flying into tackles again tonight. Took a knock sort of a little bit before that, but was his goal sort of just reward for his performance? And Damari, that was kind of trademark of some of the goals we've seen from him down the years.
Yeah, I think, well, as I said with Pake, as most players would be still in the treatment room by now. He's played 2 games and scored a goal. So it's not about physical, it's mental with Pake. He's very strong mentally, and to do that and put in that kind of performance, and again all action, and against 2 good midfielders for them. The boy Loser in midfield for them is one of the better midfielders in the league, definitely technically outstanding, always looking to be creative. So to go and match up against those 2 with him and Tommy, I thought they got the better of them 2 in midfield, which I thought was crucial for the match.
Games like tonight can swing on moments. You've got Marvin, who's had a great chance to probably put the game to bed at one end, and then sort of within 5 minutes they've halved the deficit and they're right back in the game.
That's football, yeah. It's difficult. It changes quickly. Momentum can swing. I think you firstly say it was a really good pressing again to get the chance. Just can happen. He's just gone a little bit too early and he's just got across the ball. So it's just one of those things. And then they move up the pitch well. We don't quite get it right in terms of our organisation around the box, and they just nip in and score. So, but it can happen. I think you've got to be prepared for those moments in games. It's how you respond to them, that adversity. And I thought we did get regrouped pretty well. They were having spells of possession without really hurting us. The more players they drop away from our box to get on the ball isn't really too much of a danger because they're behind our blocks. So we were okay. We just had to try and be a little bit better with possession. We're trying to see the game out a little bit, which is understandable. We probably could have moved the ball a little bit better to create a few more openings ourselves, but in the end it was a big 3 points for us.
Game management in that sort of last half an hour must have pleased you, even if there are bits still to work on. I just want to ask you about the impact of the substitutes as well. Everyone that came on had a part to play.
They do, and I said to the players after in the dressing room, I always sort of judge a team by the substitutes as well, because if it's for 2 minutes, 20 minutes, 40 minutes, it's how they are. And I think the subs give us energy, they give us intensity, they give us focus, they re-energise the team again, and I think they all did well. They all played their part, and that's crucial because you can't have a substitute coming on that's going to make you worse. They have to make you better, and I think they all did that tonight.
And we're coming into a period where there's a lot of games. I know we've spoken about it the last couple of weeks, but we're going to need everyone, aren't we, in this next couple of months?
Definitely. It's a squad game. It's not a first 11. It's not about any individuals. It's about a squad. If you're going to be successful as a football club, you need a good squad of players that are working hard for each other and the club. And we've had that since I've been here, and I focus on that a lot when I talk to the players. That togetherness, that team spirit, that team work ethic, and we'll keep building it, because this is a team that is new in some ways. There's a lot of new players came in the summer, so there's still getting to know each other and building that, and it's growing.
We've played a lot of good football already this season, especially in the last 4 or 5 games, but was it more pleasing as well to see that different side of us in the game tonight?
Yeah, definitely. I think you need to. If you're going to be a good team, you've got to have talent and skill. You've got to work really hard, but you've also got to have a character, because you're going to get tested mentally in games as a team. And I think we've come for a bit of a test there, and that'll build confidence for us. Just like away at West Brom, we're down in the game and we come back and get something from the game. They're good experiences because they show you that in the face of adversity you can respond, and I think they're good things to remember for us as a team as we move forward. But in general, the football we've played, the goals we've scored has been exceptional in the last month or so.
Well done tonight.
Thank you. Cheers.